So the word containment springs to mind listening to you, that we are going to see horrible things unfold in Ukraine. The West's role will be to mitigate and to protect as much as possible against those horrors, but things are going to get a hell of a lot worse before there's any prospect of them getting better. But unless that red line is crossed, unless a NATO member is invaded, you don't currently see the ratcheting up to full-scale war unfolding, but you think that eventually Putin will be the one that steps back from the brink, even if it comes after the installation of a sort of Yanukovych-style regime.
I think exactly. I think that's a plausible scenario. But at some stage, if Russia is shown by force of arms and by sanction, by force of Ukrainian arms and by sanctions, that he can't achieve his objectives, then there will have to be a diplomatic settlement, which involves the restoration of Ukraine's territorial sovereignty and independence.
Finally, Malcolm Chalmers, if you would, just talk us briefly through the relationship between sanctions and troops. So how do sanctions filter through to the front line of an invading force, as it were?
I think sanctions against Russia affect the decision-making calculus, not only of Putin, but of the Russian elite, because he is in charge, but he does have to rely on the consent of those many people in the Russian elite who benefit from the current arrangement, and many of whom are quite skeptical of what Putin is doing. Quite a number come out openly in opposition. So he has to keep an eye on his home front. And if he's doing badly in Ukraine, it's not going as expected there. And many of the people around him are suffering quite substantially and see a Russian economy potentially in free fall, then you keep increasing the pressure on him. And at some stage, either somebody replaces him or he changes course. That's the hope. Who knows?